Hiya, it's Emma here, Project Awesome Life, the founder of Project Awesome Life, my baby, um, which I've been working on for about 9 months. Although in my head I've probably been working on it for about 2 years. Um, it's really late and not what I had planned for my first Facebook Live for a while. Um, what I had in fact planned was that over the next couple of weeks I was going to come on here and tell everybody about Project Awesome Life. People keep asking me about it. What are you doing? What is it you teach? How did you get sorted? And I thought a really good way of doing that would be through Facebook Lives. So I had it all planned in my head. I was like, right, I'm going to get home from work. I'm going to sit down. I felt really great, or I would feel really great, and I'd come on here and be bursting with energy, and everyone would fall in love with Project Awesome Life. But it hasn't quite worked out that way. Basically, I'm driving home from work and there was loads of traffic. There'd been a couple of accidents and the motorway was jammed. So I got back later than I planned. Then the kids needed me. So that involved me feeding them. It involved me doing spellings. It involved me basically running around and doing lots of things aside from doing my Facebook Live. I also had to cook dinner. I had to put the kids to bed. And then I started to feel a bit tired and thought, today I'm just going to go to bed and forget about it all and start again tomorrow. But what I noticed while this was all going on was that I used loads of things that I'd learnt and I've learned over the last few years to keep myself here now and not absolutely losing the plot. And so I thought, actually, I'll come on now and I'll share it. I'll tell you the truth of what it's all about, of why I do this, and not some sort of perfect scripted introduction to PAL. So the reality of PAL and what I teach is that I teach mindfulness, neurolinguistic programming and self-care. And I teach these things to busy people with really busy lives, people with busy minds that just won't let up, and people who are like me, who run around doing everything for everyone and whose heads are full of kids and whose husbands do their heads in and who go to work and feel tired after a long day and then get stuck in traffic and then have to do everything that they have to do to live, I guess. And I was that person who's running around all the time. I still am. But what I've managed to do with mindfulness and with NLP and with self-care and being ultra kind to myself and finding an understanding of what my head's doing and why it's doing it. I'm just really passionate about sharing that with people. I love it. I love it when I teach someone a little way that they can deal with a difficult moment, or how they can accept a difficult moment, or accept when they're less than perfect. And I mean, here I am. I'm in my makeup from work. My hair's not done, and I've had a really full-on evening. But with mindfulness, I've managed to just, I don't know, that's the only way to describe it. Sort of find that peace and that space. And so I'm going to keep doing these lives over the next few weeks. They're not going to be perfect. I'm not perfect. We don't need to be perfect. And I'm not always going to come on and be full of energy and be this awesome, inspiring person. I'm going to tell it how it is. And sometimes it's less than perfect, and that is okay. And sometimes I've shouted at the kids, and it's not great, but it's okay. And this is how I want to teach you mindfulness, is that you don't have to be a Buddhist monk. You don't have to get it right all the time. You don't have to be perfect to be leading an awesome life. That is it. You don't have to be perfect to lead an awesome life. And I am living proof of that. I live an awesome life. And the reason I'm able to now see that is through mindfulness and NLP and self-care. And I want to share that with you. So over the next few weeks, please come on, watch, comment, ask me any questions. I'm going to talk a bit about mindfulness and what it is and what it isn't. We're going to talk about how to get mindfulness into your life. How do you get it into your life when you're so damn busy and your head is so full of other stuff? How do you get a bit of space? How do you get that? And I'm going to show you how to get it. And I hope you'll enjoy it, because I want to teach it with a bit of fun and, very real, very heartfelt. It's not going to be a big scary thing that you've got to embark on and forevermore lead this incredibly perfect, mindful life. But I hope that some of the things I teach you will give you a bit of headspace, give you a bit of joy back in your life. I'm going to tell you a bit about how I got here. And I'm also going to share really cool stuff, like, this is really cool. I've just done my logo for Project Awesome Life. I'm going to be launching my website. There's going to be really cool blogs on there, really cool things that you can, little exercises, little things you can do to try out. I've wrote a mindfulness guide for absolute beginners, and I'd love some of you to read it. The feedback I've had so far is brilliant. So yeah, totally not what I had planned for my live tonight. But based on how it has all gone, I'm going to finish this live and I'm going to post one of my blogs on. And it talks about how awesome days, awesome living, and how they're not always exciting. And sometimes it is just about getting through the day and spotting the joy that you've had in that day. Anyway, I am waffling a bit now, and but there we go. So I hope to see you over the next few weeks. I hope that you get some space in your head after doing some of the things that I'm going to show you. But most of all, just I'd like some feedback really as well. What feedback about what you'd like to learn and some of the issues you have, and to see if I can help you with them. So that's bye from me, and I'll catch up with you soon, tomorrow in fact. Bye for now.